Alright, YouTube. So you ever get like a really stubborn tire that you can't get back on the rim? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that. Now this tire is actually real loose. In fact, it won't fit around this bead here unless there's air pressure. And I had this tire back on before, but the air leaked out over time, and it lasted pretty long. It was about 3 or 4 months, which for a little toy, that's okay. It's a little go-kart. So I'm going to put it back on. And I tried ropes and stuff, straps, ratchet straps, putting it around. It works, but I only got it once, and it was really difficult. So I'm going to try a different version. And I did this before, but I strongly recommend that you don't do this unless you really know what you're doing. So I'm going to take some carb cleaner, gum out, jet spray. Now, the first thing you want to do is, what you're going to do is we're going to spray this in here. And we're going to take a match or whatever, try to keep your fingers away, and we're going to come up to it, and it's going to cause the inside of the tire to blow up. So it's going to cause the air to expand real fast, and it's going to cause it to push the tire back on a bead. There's, what you want to do is you also want to remove the valve stem core in here. The reason why for that is if something were to happen, say that the tire would be too much, and because technically it's enough for the tire to explode, you want to remove this to allow the air to come out. In fact, if you watch this in slow motion, like if somehow you could slow motion, I'm not going to put it up in slow motion, but you can see this tire will expand quite a bit. Believe it or not, I know this sounds really crazy, but I'm not going to remove the valve stem for this because this tire is actually it's not that this tire won't fill up, it's the fact that it fits loose on a bead, and it will leak unless it actually leaks under like 10 psi. So we're going to do it without it. So let's try it. Let's get you up here. You can see. Right in here. So that'll work. Kind of a bad view. So I want to have my air hose ready because as soon as the air cools down real fast, and then the tire can actually come back off, especially at the new speed. I've just seen it all over. Sorry about this. Not really doing much for my video. So, matches. What you're going to do is spray some all over throughout the inside. Don't need to go crazy. And then, what I'm going to do is, I'll light a match. I'm actually going to stand back away, and I'm going to use dim light. So, oftentimes, if you can't get air down inside there, you need to have the bead partially down in order for the oxygen, the flame to go down in. Alright, it's back on. It actually didn't, I don't think I had enough in there. Actually, I recommend using ether. Carbon choke cleaner, it's kind of weak. Ether explodes a little hotter. But this actually didn't, it just barely made it around the rim. In fact, it still leaked a little bit around this side here, but then it went on. But I got this tire back on. I was fighting with it for a while, and it just went right back on right now. So, there you go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to also fill up this tire pretty hard. A little over the maximum air pressure. It's not going to blow up, but that way I know that this bead will seat real tight on there. And we're locked and loaded. In fact, there's actually a tube in this tire, but it's